Welcome, bout bettors. This is a tough betting card with 10 UFC newcomers, 5 winners of the Dana White Contender Series, and 8 fights with some chalky lines, like this bout between Wellington Turman at plus 195 against Rodolfo Vieira at minus 250. This line is ridiculously wide as we have 2 mediocre strikers. Vieira is a submission specialist with 7 of 8 career victories by submission, and Turman is a guy who loves using his grappling to control most of his opponents in his victories. Rodolfo Vieira has questionable conditioning. That's why he used to be a round 1 or round 2 sort of specialist, likes to get it done early. His expected rounds is not very much greater than Wellington Turman, nor the XR percentage. Yes, he does have a percentage advantage, but I think it's those 100% of submission wins that Rodolfo Vieira has in the UFC. He's also lost one time. I think this fight will end up being a grappling versus grappler match. Turman would be wise and does need to maintain distance, but he has basic striking himself. Turman will want to grapple, and I think this is going to make this a close, tough fight. Rodolfo is extremely tough in round 1 and will look to explode with his clinch, get this to the mat, and that's going to be his game plan. And I think it's obvious and simple, but does Turman have the counter wrestling to stop Vieira? Sure, Rodolfo surprised us with his suspect cardio and his striking defense in his last time out, going 3 rounds, but Turman himself is a black belt, and he'll need to remain at distance and strike to wear down entire Vieira. But Turman has low volume with his striking, and his best performance against Marquez Dupreez, he only landed 48 of 120 strikes, but landed 2 of 9 takedowns for nearly 7 minutes of control time. He landed 2 of 9 takedowns against Smiling Sam Alvey for nearly 3 minutes of control time, and everybody felt that was a very, very close fight. But I don't think he's going to want to shoot 9 takedowns against Rodolfo, who is the submission specialist, supposedly has the better grappling pedigree, but that's not going to be said that Wellington isn't going to want to take this to the mat. Turman would be wise to take advantage of Rodolfo Vieira's poor striking defense at distance and use his counter wrestling and clinch game sparingly, as he doesn't have great takedown accuracy. His objective should be used to use the counter grappling to tax Vieira's cardio that we know is suspect. But while I think the line is wide for a grappler versus grappler match, it's that way because odds makers and bettors are wise to take the better grappler, and that's Rodolfo Vieira's wheelhouse. That's his game plan. He's going to want to get this to the mat. He's going to be aggressive about getting that. He is going to use some striking, but both these guys, it's going to look ugly on the feet, I think. Both these guys are really strong. I have to give the offensive wrestling and grappling to Rodolfo Vieira. I think he's just going to use it more effectively, but Wellington can counter it if he's smart to use his skills, as I mentioned before. Keep Rodolfo at bay, keep at distance, clinch him up, tire him down, wear him down, test that cardio, test that cardio, test that cardio. He needs to do that and repeat. He cannot let Rodolfo Vieira grapple him and take him down to the floor. Last week, I was wrong, assuming who the better grappler was in the bout between Ramiz Brahimaj and Court McGee. But I think in this particular instance, I nor Joey think that is the case. In this match, Joey thinks that Vieira is just too strong and has that vice lock grip. He thinks that Vieira will be able to use his control power to overwhelm Turman and keep him grounded for a submission. Vieira is more of a, like I mentioned, a round 1 or round 2 finisher and has that questionable gas tank, but he lasted 3 rounds, absorbing 83 strikes from Dustin Stoltzfus and still getting a round 3 submission. I really hate the line on this bout, and I don't even know if Joey's going to be able to cover that chalk, but Joey hasn't been wrong in some time. Minus 250 is just too rich for me, and I'm hesitate to parlay him as I overestimated the grappling with Brahimaj last time. But Rodolfo is more experienced and has more UFC bouts, and he has that jits grip. So I call Rodolfo by submission or even a decision here, as maybe Turman's black belt will help him survive. It's enough training and enough ability to save him from tapping or going to sleep, but really not enough to overwhelm Rodolfo Vieira on the mat, take enough control of him to win this bout. If you've made it this far, you are a bout better. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think, what happened in this particular bout. Are you going to utilize Rodolfo Vieira? Is this a dog play? I think the line should be a lot tighter, but for now, I'm staying away. So thanks again. Good luck this week. Thank you very much.